Let me hear you say ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da. Crazy at this thing called love, just what I've been dreaming of. And I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. Is why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da.
Good morning and welcome to Attorney Commander Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. This is a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning, July the 15th, 2023. We see on the news yesterday, the government of Liberia closed Spoon TV, Spoon Radio. All the different connections to the Spoon network were shut down on yesterday. Why? Let's go to my correspondent in Liberia, Mr. Samuel Walker. Let's hear what's happening in Liberia. How you doing this morning, Sam? What, you sleeping? Hello, Sam. Well, apparently my correspondent in Liberia is still sleeping. He's not awake yet. So we know that in the news, according to Front Page Africa, a Liberian citizen, Mr. Smith, one Wilma Smith went and sued William or Wilmot, whatever his name is, went and sued Front Page Africa. Mr. Samuel Wicker is not with us this morning, so he went and sued Front Page Africa and for defamation. He said when he was working at the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission, some affair of the government occurred and he was disparaged. And Front Page Africa carried his name as a criminal. Now, he was bringing a suit of defamation of character against Spoon TV network. And that is why the courts of Liberia have closed the network and ordered the attachment of the owner, the CEO, Mr. Stanton Weatherspoon. So here we are this morning. Liberia is upside down. I tried to talk to him. Let me bring Mr. Samuel Wicker and say he's back here. Sam?
Good morning, sir.
Well, yes, I was talking to you. You were just looking at me. I didn't know what happened to you. So
I lost connection. That's why I was just looking.
Oh, well. Anyway, what's happening in Liberia, man, with this phone network thing?
Man, the biggest news this morning. Yesterday, the government closed Spoon FM. One of them from the Anti-Corruption Commission took in the court, but they are not going through the case, and the FM was shut down to the dismay of a lot of Liberians. But if you look at it critically, that's not just that case. Spoon came the 1st of July and openly pledged support to Joseph Yuma Boakai of a Unity Party, that they were going to cover all their activities during the campaign period at no cost.
Wow.
So I'm sure that did not go down well with government. And mind you, Kev Hassan of CDC was with Spoon FM throughout, but he's left and with a different group. Close argument. And so I'm sure all these things, Spoon and the CDC have fallen apart. That is why they are trying to target Spoon.
Well,
I'm not too sure whether it's a court case.
I don't know if you people in Liberia know about this, but also yesterday on the Spoon network, Spoon revealed to the Liberian people that President George Weah's trip to Israel was not only to find our Jesus, it was to find a computer man. He went to find a technician.
IT specialist.
Yes, to come to Liberia to work with the CDC or with the what the place name?
NEC. Liberia Election Commission.
Yes, or to work with NEC to sabotage the election.
You want to manipulate the result.
Yes, so Spoon exposed that yesterday. It came out day before yesterday on their show because I saw it yesterday morning. And right after that, they closed the station down. So what kind of speedy closure of a station is this? Was there any news of a case going on between this Smith man and Spoon TV?
No, it was just shocking.
They say it's been going on for months. Have you all heard
the news? We have not heard it. It's strange. We have not heard it. So you haven't gone through the case. They may not guilty. Why must you close the station?
Yeah, we heard nothing about this case.
Nothing.
There was no action taken by either parties. All of a sudden, we get up this morning and we see the station is closed. Not only did they close the radio station, they closed all the other network connected to Spoon.
Yeah, the Spoon in the counties.
They ordered the lands, the offices, the chattel, everything that these people.
The entire gate is locked, is sealed.
Yeah, they also wanted to attach Stanton Weatherspoon. He not in Liberia. he was in Liberia, they would attach him to, they would jail him because for his attachment. So this is a blatant attack against this newspaper stand.
Against the press, not just Spoon, against the press, against the media.
Well, what's the other press? What other press are being attacked?
No, I mean, you remember some time ago, Costa's radio station was closed, and I mean, like Padre Honor and Honor Weah, it was closed. It was just lately that they opened his station and they ran it in freedom. So it's not the first time.
Wow.
You know, Padre Honor, the opposition Padre Honor from former Cool FM, he's now with Firestone. So his radio station being closed since we came to power because he was very critical on George Weah, presidency before he became president. And so when we came to power, that radio station was the first that they closed. Yeah, you know.
Wow. So this is a prolonged period, a prolonged process.
Yes.
I mean, all these radio stations being closed.
But last month when the new chief justice took over, Honor radio station was given freedom, and so they are on air. So you see, almost 6 years they kept it closed. So who knows if we have win this time again? I mean, Spoon will never come on. Who knows? So all these things are just political.
This is terrible.
My first time seeing this kind of thing, you haven't gone through the case, then you already rendered the man guilty. So you, as a legal person, I think you were
$5 million, right?
$5 million, yeah, case against Spoon. So where will Witherspoon get that money from?
And
So
Spoon is the only radio station in Liberia now that is critical of the government.
Very critical. And Spoon and Cool FM, another station called Cool FM, they're very critical.
And they haven't closed Cool yet.
No, they haven't closed Cool yet.
Who owns Cool FM?
Here's another guy. He is another guy. This guy from Broadville. You know, one another guy, Liberian Nigerian born from Broadville.
Does the government have a radio station?
Oh, Freedom FM, Banner FM. There are many.
They are all the government.
They are all government. You know, stations supporting government. Yeah, besides EFBC, the national station. They got Freedom FM, they got Banner FM, they get other stations, more than 4 or 5. And they've gone all in the interior of the campaign, fake messages.
So how would you evaluate the situation in Liberia right now?
Liberia, what I'm hearing, some are saying that Semedo is back. And they are saying that Idi Amin is also back in Liberia. That kind of leadership, that kind of dictatorship. So there's no freedom. Whenever you talk, you're critical, you either lost or something happened to you. In the case of the auditors, that's what happened now in Liberia. People are getting afraid because what happened in the 80s is coming back. Even Ellen Johnson said it. That the dark days, yeah.
It's been back.
It's back already.
But you know, for me, it's just hard for me to picture a world athlete like George Weah being involved in murdering people to stay in power. I mean, it's even though we know he supported the war, he gave money, but that wasn't his direct involvement with missing people, killing people, corruption, stealing. And to see this man in all these kind of evil things, you know, it's disheartening. You know, when we think about international athletes and people who play sports, we see them as vicious murderers and killers. How George Weah became this man? Is that Samuel Twain and Akaris Gray and all these people behind pushing him to kill these people? Fina Bondo, killing people. Why are all these murderers just walking around like people free? I mean, it's scary, Sam. It's scary. Because there's no way in a growing and progressive society you see people just killing people with impunity. No laws in the land. I mean, who are these people running our country, man? It really hurts. It hurts, my people. Because when we Liberians are in exile, we in self-imposed exile. Nobody forcing us to stay out of our country. But how can we return to our country when our entire nation is being besieged by rogues and murderers and people who don't care about any sense of decency? I mean, it's going beyond mere tolerance, man. Something got to be done to these people to bring our nation back. You know, every day we see this attempt to subvert our democracy, to turn it upside down. Why? We fought 12 years, 14 years of civil war, man. We lost all our leaders, our mothers, our fathers. We lost so many people. And yet we come to this state in our lives where a few criminals still want to dominate our society. And we can't sit and tolerate it, my people. How can we sit and tolerate it, man? Our people have died in vain. And these useless rogues and bandits want to sit over our leadership with impunity and kill people. We can't go through this, my people. Our country got to change. I keep talking this every day. I'm talking it. But we got to see the reality of everything, man. Our country is not a land for criminals. Our country has a great history, has a great sense of promise to all Black people, not only to Liberian people, man. It's just that over the years, we have forgotten who we are. We have lost sight of who we are. And when that happens to us, the whole world loses sight of us. They lose sight of who we are. They don't remember us because we do not remember ourselves. We have gone so low, so down. We almost with the animals, man. We are almost with the animals. You ready to come back?
It's terrible. I'm back.
Yeah, I saw you talking with somebody. We can't have that, man. You know,
So that's why I put it mic. Yeah, that's why somebody was about it. So I tell
say watching, talking to other people. You doing that? Get off. When you ready to come back on, okay? But you can't be talking to other people and doing people watching you.
Somebody about him. I don't excuse him. I don't. They excuse me. That's why.
Okay, well, get off the screen. Like I put you off and do your business. Then you come back on. Okay. So, but these are the issues that facing our country. You know, and we have to understand that in everything we do, we have to set standards and foundations, or we lose who we are. And this is where we are today, man. This is where we are today. Every time we turn around, our democracy, our system of leadership, our system of honesty and trust and civility being challenged. Being challenged by who? Zogos. Zogos, man, and criminals. Challenging who we are. And we have nobody to stand up for our country. Everybody's standing up being closed down. We're going back into the old era, man. We're supposed to be moving forward, Sam. This is supposed to be an era where Liberia and Liberian people will be looking to a brighter and better era. We've been through too much, man. Since 1980 to today, look at the amount of deaths, the amount of tragedies, the amount of evil we have confronted and still confronted because of the masses, our people are sleeping. You know, when you're not enlightened, you are sleeping. Because when you become enlightened, it doesn't matter whether you live or die. Change must come. Change must come. And when people continue to think they got power over the masses of the Liberian people and they can sway us in any direction they want to sway us, that is not a good omen for the future of our people. It's not. So here we are again. Spawn TV is closed for no reason at all. The case against the people have not gone through nowhere. Why are they closing the case? Why are they closing the station? They're saying this case has been going on for years. We have never heard anything from it. Why would Spawn TV not bring out this case and announce it if it was really a matter of concern to the Liberian public? But now, overnight, because of all the issues we have raised, George Weah trip to Israel being exposed, bringing technicians to Liberia, TV saying that they're going to support Joseph Boycott and be behind him everywhere he goes. All of this is showing that our country is regressing. Our democracy is failing. Why will you close the people's station? Even if it's a civil matter, the case has not been tried. So why are you closing the man radio station? You say you charging with defamation of character, and you close the man radio station before the trial of the case, and this is a civil case. This is a problem, and we're going back into the 1980s. Simon Doe is back.
We are there already.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah, and a lot of Liberians been calling on this particular issue from the states. I don't know if you heard it. They last night, man, everybody called in and said everybody should talk to their lawmakers, their congressmen, they call in the states. So what are they saying? That America should get involved immediately before they can return back to some of those days?
Well, you know, America is
They are calling on congressmen in the states.
America is the biggest supporter we have.
Biggest donor. Their money is here.
When anything happens in our country, when there is massive injustice in our country, where else can we turn to, Sam? Where else?
Well, the America, because they're the biggest donor here. So their investment here. So whatever happens,
But
they will be the loser.
No, let me tell you something. That our country,
Yeah.
we the people in our country, we don't want to talk about these things. Or we're scared. And America, even though they want to, what do they do? Play another coup? Because the only way to stop all of this, they can't come and chastise Weah. They can't bring the switch and flog him. They can't do that. They can't put him in jail. What else they'll do? They finish sanctioning all our people, and they're still working for the government. They're still running for office. And we, the Liberian people, still complaining. And America is saying, we can't do nothing. The Liberian people got to act.
You got to seize the moment your very self. Just you got it in your hand.
The people got to act. The people keep telling us.
Yeah.
This is diplomacy. This is government. Another government can interfere in our business. We're talking about election. Foreigners can interfere in our business. So we can't double talk. 1 minute we say foreigners can't intervene, then when something happens, oh, America come. So what is the difference? We double talking. We say foreigner can't intervene. Excuse me. Then every little thing happen, we call it foreigners. What happened to the power of the Liberian people? And this is what I'm talking about, Sam. We have no Liberian people power. And when we have no Liberian people power, we are children and stooges to the dictators. Except we want violence. Because we call America come, the only way they can discipline we are to overthrow the government. That coup d'etat we're looking at again. Do we want violence? You see, we can't double talk. And we keep double talking, and not helping us. It's not helping our country. We can't say we want peace, we want to be independent, we want to be free, we want to govern our own selves, we want to have a good government and all of that. Then every little thing happen, we call it America, international community. So where do we stand on all of this? Where do we stand? We don't know who we are. And when you don't know who you are, you don't know where you stand, you don't know the possibilities of your own livelihood. Who can help you, Sam? How the people will help you? The people will say, you're going to make up your mind. You're going to tell her what you want to do for us to help you. We can't help you. 1 minute you all want this. When we come to help you, you'll say, oh, you can't interfere in our country. You can't do that. You're cussing us. You go. Then the next minute, you're calling us back to help you. It can't happen. Okay? So, Sam, let's conclude on this issue. I will have our own politics up. We're going to bring in. Yes, our guest is here on the line, waiting to be brought in. So, conclude.
Yeah, Betty, 2 days when ECOWAS came and met with all political parties for peace and encouraging Liberian people to know themselves and avoid conflict. Spoon is closed. That's not peace. So we don't know where we stand as a nation. We will say one thing and then do another thing. The Council of Churches had a meeting with the Minister of Justice quite recently, giving warning that we do want to go back to the dark days. But in less than a week, we've seen this happening. And so I foresee a lot of people being arrested more death to come if we're not very careful. Because, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have a special guest. I'm going to bring her on. She's Miss Alice Howard. How are you, Alice?
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Alice, it's so good to see you. Let me see if I can give us another. Yes, it's so good to see you. Alice has done so much for our community, as Sunrise Forever Incorporated founder and current CEO. Alice, you're a pleasant woman.
I am. So wait, first let me just say something. I must applaud you for this work. Honestly, I'm like, does he get up super early like this every morning? This entails a lot. So thank you. Hats off to you for this work. This is great.
Thank you, Alice. And we're going to continue this to Liberia. We're trying to spread it to Liberia so we can have a network that really represents the people, encouraging our people to understand that they have people power. We have people power, and we cannot continue to call on foreign nations to intervene and interfere in our domestic affairs. Then at the same time, we're telling the foreign people, foreigners can't interfere in our domestic affairs. Foreigner can't do this, foreigner can't do that. Then as soon as something happens, international community, USA, where you at? We can't continue to do that. We have to be men and women of the era. So, Sam, you have something to say to our guests?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Alice. Welcome to Local X Communications from the Liberia end. I'm Samuel Wilker, a correspondent from Liberia.
Oh, nice meeting you. Thank you. And thank you for your work too back home. How's the weather?
Thank you so much.
How's the weather there today?
Well, rainy day.
Okay.
Rain never stops.
Well, showers of blessings.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Alice, your
Thank you for coming on.
has and continues to do some very great work, not only in the Rhode Island community, but in Africa and in other states as well. You serve not other states basically, but other communities as well. So tell us about Sunrise Forever and what you've been doing so far.
All right. Oh, thank you, Mr. Chesson.
Briefly, Alice, briefly tell us about yourself first, because Sunrise Forever is a part of you. There will be no Sunrise Forever without Alice Howard.
That's true.
We all know that. And see, Alice, you're not only an organization, you feed the community too. I mean, this is outstanding. So tell us about yourself briefly first. Let us know who Alice is. Then tell us whose Alice connection is in Sunrise. Go ahead, Alice.
Thank you. That's a good question. I'm Alice Howard, like you mentioned. I'm born and raised in Liberia, West Africa. I'm a wife, a mom, a business owner, and a new grandmom. I'm super excited about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My grandbaby is 70 months old, so she lives in New York. That's my new love. I hold a master's in international development and social change. And
Wow.
as you rightly said, I'm the founder and executive director of Sunrise Forever Incorporated, a social change practitioner and a financial literacy professional. That's Alice Howard. Simple and plain. I live in Providence, Rhode Island. So about Sunrise. Sunrise Forever is a 501c3 nonprofit organization registered in the state of Rhode Island. This organization was launched in 2016. I think you may be aware. What we do, we prioritize educational, humanitarian, cultural, and developmental activities. So making sure that Rhode Islanders are fed, as you mentioned, about feeding the community, and also being aware of the fact that going back to school, the best thing a child will look up to is getting a set of new school supplies. So Sunrise Forever is working towards addressing these two concerns. So with the continued support of our sponsors, our donors, our dedicated volunteers, and the community members who can do more. So that's what we are up to. That's what we've been doing, and we look forward to years ahead.
Great, Alice. Alice, as I said, you feed the community. I mean, tell us about this moon.
Okay. Let me just say...
You don't only feed our community, you feed all communities. Because yesterday I went to visit you, I came home with a crate of chocolate milk. Oh no! I mean, and that small chocolate milk, the big I go have that crate. And fortunately for me, my neighbor stole it. So as soon as I came home, Karen said, "Oh, take some of those chocolate milk and take it to the neighbor for the children." And sure enough, as soon as I got the guy, and this is a white family. He said, "Oh, my kids love chocolate milk. They love it." And he was so happy to receive it.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, so Alice, everybody got to be fed. So tell us about this program.
That's true.
How successful is
it? Okay, so let's just walk back a little bit and come to where we are. So about Sunrise, back to Sunrise, right? Several years ago, Sunrise was launched. Like I mentioned, all we wanted to do at the time was to impact the lives of 500 school-going Liberian kids. But today, we are celebrating what 7, not just 7 years, we have to qualify it, 7 productive years.
Wow.
So God Almighty has been good to us.
Amen.
So reaching this 7th year as an organization is so humbling and energizing because, like you said, of what we do, how we impact lives, And we are so happy that God has placed us in this position to be able to just help the next person. And we are humbled that all of the people we've met along our way, men, women, we hear all of these stories. Their sons and daughters, all they need is just help, so people can simply realize their potential and just follow their dreams. So now the work that we do. So over the last 7 years, let me just give you a little wrap sheet of what we do or what we've done this far. Sonra has worked to enrich the educational experience of children in Rhode Island, Liberia, and Ghana. And
Wow.
also have helped to ease the hardship on the families in Rhode Island. How have we done that? What have we done? So in Liberia, we've been able to provide more than 2,800 backpacks and thousands of school supplies to 30 schools in Liberia and 2 schools in Ghana. In Rhode Island, we've partnered with I don't know if you're aware of the St. Matthew Trinity Lutheran Church is in Pawtucket. We partner with them to provide warm meals and hygiene supplies to over 35 homeless people.
Wow.
And in 2020, we also gave 100 backpacks to students here in Rhode Island getting ready to go back to school. We've been able to provide 11 scholarships for women in Bomi County, Liberia, to help them acquire entrepreneurial skills through cooking and pastry classes. And we also provided 2 scholarships to 2 middle school students in Liberia attending deaf and dumb school. Reached out to us. I'm like, we have to do this. And in Bomi also, we've assisted with the renovation of the Bed Town. There's a town in Bomi called Bed Town.
Mhm.
We've helped with the renovation of the school over there because I understand kids walk miles to go to school. And we've also provided support to 40 children living in, it's called the Divine Town area. It's an orphanage in
Mhm.
Divine Town in the Petersville area. It's not too far from BB Brockhide's area in that vicinity. There's an orphanage there, and we keep in constant contact with them, set them rights and whatever we can. And I'm happy to report that we've partnered with the Chesson family in Rhode Island, supporting vocational training in the areas of computer literacy, baking, and sewing to 60 young Liberians on the refugee camp. I'm so happy to be part of this work. And also recently, we also part of the Chesson family to sponsor as a women's kickball tournament on the camp. So such an effort provides hope, for the people on the camp. So I'm so happy to be a partner and to just help impact the people on the refugee camp. And you talk about our seafood distribution. Like I said, our work is global. We work in Liberia, West Africa. We also do a lot of work in Rhode Island. So through collaborative efforts, we've been able to expand our services in in Rhode Island, and just try as much as possible to be impactful in the community with our seafood distribution program. So this project has grown from its inception. It started in my backyard with just a space. So during COVID, right, the state reached out to me. Mrs. Howard, do you know people who like fish? I'm the what? I'm from West Africa. Fish is one of the main ingredients in our diet. So there is no shortage of names of people. They say, can you find people 5 or 10 people? I'm like, 5 or 10? I can get you hundreds of people. So we've been doing the fish distribution and it has grown. So currently we serve over 350 families every Saturday. So right after this show, I'm going to get ready to go to the site to carry on seafood distribution along with other goodies like what you received yesterday.
Wow.
So
Today is Saturday, you're right.
we do it weekly every Saturday. And this has been very beneficial to struggling families in the state because even people who are working, right, it's tough. I tell people the little extra 20 or $25 you take to buy fish, you can use it for something else. To
Yes.
buy your medication, to pay off your debt, or just have extra cash in your pocket. And the seafood is also giving people protein, providing protein. So we are so happy to do the work, Mr. Chesson. So that's a lot, to unpack. But
So,
yeah,
kudos and hats off to you and all the good things to you, Alice. Alice, I remember one time you ran for the president of the Liberian Community Association, and this was all that started it.
yes.
People didn't see your potential. Yeah. Many also the politics. People like politics over social service. And you're a social service provider. And this is what you brought to the table. So, Alice, you have told us all you've done. What do you have in the works for the future?
Okay. Thank you. I was waiting for that question. So this month, especially the next 2 weeks, is very crucial to the work that we do. So our goal we are having an annual fundraiser. We do this every year. So on the 29th of July, which is on 2 Saturdays from now, our annual fundraiser takes place at the Providence Marriott Hotel in the Grand Ballroom. We have tickets on sale. We have our Eventbrite link out there on our website, on our Facebook pages, our social media pages. Please reach out, get a ticket, and come to this event. Get your tickets before the tickets are sold out.
Alice, do you have a flyer with you?
Yes, I do. Let me see. So many stuff on my table. Can you see this?
Yes.
Can you see this?
Yes, just put it right in front of you.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Bring it to your right a little bit. Yeah, you're down. Okay, that's the 7th annual fundraiser dinner.
Yes.
Okay, take it up a little bit now. Let's see the picture.
Okay, good.
That the children, Saturday, July 29, 2023, at the Providence Marriott downtown. Okay, Alice. Those flyers will be, yes. You can go ahead and talk now.
Okay.
Those
So
flyers
our goal for this event is to raise enough funds for at least 1,000 backpacks.
Wow.
For our backpack blessing project to help students in Liberia. And also we've also initiated the youth mentorship program in Rhode Island. So we want to kick off that program in September. And in addition to that, I don't know if you can see on my chest, I have a pin that says financial literacy. We are also
Yes.
including this in our Black and Brown community. This is something, we'll have another whole section on this. This is something that we need in our community,
So
right?
that's
So like I
it's a seminar.
our fundraiser dinner is going to be held on Saturday. Come out, support the cause. We have a very great keynote speaker. Her name is Nava LaFortune. She's executive director for CDA. She ran in the last election cycle to be mayor of Providence, but now she's executive director at CDA. So we're excited about her. Come out, meet some great people, have a fun-filled night. We'll have good food, and support a good cause. It's all fulfilled. You don't want to miss this event.
Before you go on, Alice, you were talking about financial something. Well, what is that? Financial
Literacy education is something where we are doing that through World Financial Group, and we want to bring it to our community because financial literacy is something that is not being taught in school. So we believe that our people, this is what I do because I tell people it's like when you encounter Jesus Christ and for Christians, forgive me if you're not a Christian, and you experience the goodness of the Lord, you want to share the good news, right? So financial literacy education is so important because most times we misplace our priorities. We do not prioritize our priorities. We do not know how money works. So in a nutshell, we teach people how money works, how to make money work for you. Because life is too short just to work for a living. If you understand how to build a financial house, it's going to be sustained. It's like building a structural house. You have to do it from the ground up. You must have a solid
so
foundation.
Where will you have these classes?
So we have it online.
Oh,
They're all complimentary workshops. You can just hop on online. I can share the information with you. We have sessions at our office downtown, but for the most part, it's held online. So, we have 3 times a day, 2 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. Different topics. We talk about social security, how to optimize your social security benefit. We have a workshop on college coaching program for kids getting to college, because that's a whole different ball game. It's overwhelming if the charges out of high school to go to college. There are a lot of things more than just paying for higher education. We talk about your health and wealth, savings, fulfilling long-term goals. So these are all beautiful topics, and I'm so excited because all of the workshops are complimentary. So
So
this is another component we're going to expand this year.
when is the workshop going on?
When?
Yes.
It's every day, Monday through Friday.
So it's
2
a daily
p.m.
event every month all through
Yes.
the year?
Yes, throughout, yeah.
So it's like a show. Every day you come on, you can learn something.
Right. Different topics every day. It's held 3 times at 2 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Whichever of those times works best for you, you hop on the workshop or have it ongoing. So
Well, you should send me the information. Let me put it on my page so
Okay.
people can know because it's not only helpful for the Liberian community. Once it's on the internet, everybody in the world can access it.
Absolutely. As I speak next week, we are going to Dallas, Texas. There's a huge convention being held on financial literacy. So we'll be attending that convention in Fort Worth, Dallas.
Okay, good. Any questions, Sam?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Alice. Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. With the level of poverty in Liberia, and you giving us assistance, giving our kids assistance, it's great of you. Thank you so much. But you've already touched on the communities that you serve. But do we intend to extend to other communities, because you talk about Rhode and Bombay counties, Beartown, in Bombay County, Devon, in Painesville, Deaf and Dumb, in Virginia. Is that right?
Yes. You're right. We've done almost all of the counties except for the southeast, because listen, I told people I don't have the capacity to go there. The roads are so bad. But we've gone to Baza, outside of Monrovia. We did what's the name? In Monserrate, we've done a few things in Monserrate. Yeah, Bon County. Actually, we slept in Banga, Bon County, 2018. We did the Lutheran school there. We gave them some backpacks. They'll move on. We slept in Nema. We came and we did a school in Bon County in the Tody area. My father used to teach on Tody Mission. So my mother is from Bensonville, so that area is special. We did a few schools there. The Presbyterian Tody Mission in the I'm sure you are aware of the Tody area, right? We did, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
we've done projects in other areas too, yeah, except for the southeast.
Okay. With the level of work you've done, what would you describe the impact so far on the kids and the communities?
It's very impactful. Let me just tell you something. 2019, we're in Liberia. So one of the schools we went to, this little girl, I still remember, and she had made so much impression on me. Her name is Mercy. She came out, and after we gave them all of the backpacks and school supplies, she said she's so happy every morning when she gets up now, when she sees the sun rising, she thinks about us, because the organization is called Sunrise, right? So when the sun rises up and she sees the sunrise, she realizes, and she comes to know that there's someone out there thinking about them. So that was huge. And one of the principals told us that was the first time for an organization to just take upon themselves and come and give the students free new school supplies. And we had testimonials from parents. So it's very impactful. I tell everybody, all a child needs is a support. You never know. And the kids in the rural areas, they are so smart, but they just need the support. So that's what we are doing. And, as much as you can, we'll continue this work.
That's good, Alice. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You, if I heard you earlier, you talk about 2,800 beneficiaries from Liberia. The number of beneficiaries in Liberia already.
30 schools, yeah. So for scattered
Yeah,
all over, 30 schools, yeah.
30 schools with 2,800 beneficiaries. Besides you coming directly to Liberia, do you have implementing partners
We have
in
sponsors.
Liberia?
No, we have a national team in Liberia. And I'm very
Okay.
thankful to Dr. Zobombi Norma. He's in Bomi. He's been one of our help over there. So since COVID, we have not gone to do, because, okay, since 2016, we have not just sent these things, we have taken them, we flew, to Liberia. My team, 5, 6 people, every year we did that up to COVID. So since COVID, we have not, done any international trip. But however, we continue to send school supplies, backpacks, and our point person there is Zobombi Normal. We'll send the things to him, and he, along with our team members, distribute the backpacks to the schools. So I just thought, for me, I have no interest in any particular kid or school. But once you make a recommendation to Sunrise, we get in touch with the principal, we identify the students, we know the enrollment per classroom, then when we have the resources, we support that school. So that's what we do. So if you know a school, come on, recommend the school to us. But want to be outside, for the most part, outside of Monster Rider, because a lot of NGOs, INGOs so want to be outside of the city,
Okay, and Alice, you have always demonstrated.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have always demonstrated that you're a good community leader, and it is exemplary by your activities in the community. So tell us now, what advice do you have for people who want to be like you, want to participate in the community, give back, help, work? What advice do you have for people like that?
That's a great question. It's heavy, it's loaded. So just to talk, before I just answer that question, the community that we serve, right? We don't just serve Liberians, we serve all of Rhode Island community members. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not just Liberians who serve other nationals who have Africans and Americans and other people. So we serve everybody. So to answer the question to the young people, I would say, and it has to do with my background and my upbringing. Kids, young people, stay in school. One, listen to your parents, not just your parents, but people who are older than you. Because what? The Bible says what? Honor your father and your mother, and your days will be long upon the land which the Lord thy God has given thee. So it's important because we live in an age that everything is just moving so fast. So be focused and don't be carried away by peer pressure. In this country, a lot of kids just want to fit in. So peer pressure, do not be swayed away by peer pressure. But more importantly, believe in yourself, right? Have your self-esteem, and don't let anyone tell you you are less than. That's a no-no. Be focused, listen to your parents, and I just want to tell them, leave them with a quote from my son, my oldest son. His name is Fred Banning. I follow his podcast. He says it is a sin to be good when you've been called to be great. It's a sin to be good, just good, when you've been called to be great. So greatness lies in everybody. So do not just settle for anything. Try to live out your full potential that God has ordained you to be. So that's a lot for the young kids to unpack, but believe in yourself and fulfill your God-given dreams.
Mrs. Howard, I want to thank you very much. Sam, do you have anything else to say before she leaves us?
Yeah. Thank you, Alice.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much. We from our end will get us a bond to our schools and in other counties. I guess that you have not reached, and we will get to. It's important that we get us a bond so we can work together because Local S will be there to cover some of the stories, some of the activities of your organization.
Right.
So
So
we
where
try
in
to get us.
Liberia are you? Where in Liberia are you?
I'm right in Virginia, just adjacent the deaf and dumb school that you always supported.
Okay, okay, that's
I'm
good
looking at
to
the
know.
building right next door. Yeah, I'm looking at the building right next door.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Get you. Do you know Zobon number?
Well, I've heard of him. I don't know him in person,
Okay, he's in the Bombay
but I
area.
know Bummy well. I'm always in Bummy County, so I will get him and see how we can team up.
You know,
Okay,
like real small Sam, so to find him in Burma is not hard. You
It's
just
not
gotta,
hard. I'm always in Bummy.
yeah, you
yeah.
just gotta use your detective skills.
Yeah,
You
I was
even have
asking
to.
about it.
Zobon is running to be the representative in the Clay district area. So I'm
Okay.
sure it's
Okay.
a name that once you get to Clay, you ask for Zobon normal. You
And you
know,
can help me in that area if you can, Sam.
Yeah,
please.
but I'm a social worker,
Okay.
and so all these things. Yeah, I understand, your role. I understand what's going in the country. Although I'm not close to your organization, but I will meet Zobon so we can team up.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
At least there's another addition. So that's good.
Hmm.
So if we cannot make the trip, at least we know we have people whether we can count on to keep the work going. So just think about it. And this is so important to me because the next school session starts in September, right? And it's rainy season. And
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why the backpacks, the school supply are so important to us. So think about a child walking to school under the downpour of the rain. They have no backpacks to put their little copybook in. They have the tuck it under their arm. By the time they get to school, they are all soaking wet. How can they study? Then, if they have a homework, they get to they even do the homework. So it's so important to provide the proper tools, for children because an important component of a child's success in school is to make sure they have the proper school supplies. So that's why want to make sure the foundation is good, so they feel good about themselves and want to stay in school. That's more important. So we are grateful that we are doing this work. And a big shout out to all our volunteers. We are humbled and we are so grateful that we have sponsors, our donors, that come to our aid every year and support this work. This is a work that is bigger than any one person. So all hands on deck and we keep the work moving.
Okay, Miss.
Lastly, do we intend to include footwear on your program? Footwear for kids.
I'm smiling because that's something we thought about last year during the Martin Luther King program. This organization reached to me. I'm like, even though we do not know the sizes, but yeah, that's something we are thinking about. Yeah, that's important because it's something that's needed. Yeah,
Right? So, because a
yeah.
lot of kids go to school barefoot or some cut slipper and stuff like that. So, especially rainy season, it's important, to include that on your program.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
Sam. I was up. Ms. Howard, thank you very much for this interview and for the work you're doing. Uh, Only God can pay you back. So before you leave, you want to say anything?
Yes, I just want to come back to reiterate affirm, let you all know about our upcoming program. Saturday, July 29th at the Marriott. You don't want to miss this program because the proceeds from the help, goes towards our work. So
Besides
go
that,
online. We have our Eventbrite page. The link is on our website, www.sunriseforeverinc.org. Sunriseforeverinc.org.
I just wanted
Get
to
a
add
ticket.
that those programs are always exciting and they're short and sweet.
Yeah.
And there's a grand dance after that. So you're not wasting your money. You come, you eating, drinking, you're having a good affair, and then you're going to dance your butt off.
Yes. Good
And
food, great people.
Alice, we've been there before, and she got some things to sell too. So make sure you bring some cash because they always have your auction,
Raffle, yeah. Silent
raffle, auction,
raffle.
and all these things. They got some good things to sell too. We've been there, we've done that, and we're doing it again. Mrs. Howard, thank you very much for your interview and for being with us this morning.
Thank you so very much. It's always a pleasure. And thank you, Sam, for coming up this morning as well.
You're
This is
most
a
welcome,
great
and
work. Yeah.
I hope this is not your last time on our show.
Mr. Chesson knows. His wish is my command. Every time he calls,
Yeah.
I'm busy, but I try to make time for him. Those
Thank
people are
you.
like family.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are
Thank you.
like-minded people, so we work
And
together.
have a good day.
Thank you, Alice. Have a good morning.
Thank you.
You too. God bless.
Bye bye.
Okay, Sam, give you a closing. Let go. It's time
Man,
to
it was great, man. It was great, man. You got me bored in my heart
excited.
this morning. So yeah. And, that's my area, social work. And that's my area, and it was great to bring her on. But just at the time, we have more things to talk about. I want to add about the school feeding program. Libraries are hungry, and backpack and footwear, those important for the kids. But school feeding, like Mary's Meal, is feeding some counties.
Online to Sunrise Forever. They're online on
Yeah,
Facebook and everywhere. So,
sunriseforever.org. Okay,
yeah.
I got it already.
Okay,
Thank
Sam.
you so much. These are the kind of things I like to yeah, not always politics.
Yes.
Yeah,
Women in every direction.
yeah. Thank you so much.
I'll see you next week.
God bless.
God bless you too, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our show for this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. Miss Alice Howard is a very, very productive woman in our community and in the state of Rhode Island. And we take off our hats to her again and her organization of African Americans, Liberians. They're doing a great job. Kudos. Have a good day. My show is done. See you tomorrow.